Hello, welcome to this review of Grant's blended Scotch whiskey, the Family Reserve. Well, the Family Reserve has been renamed to Triple Wood, I think as of 2018. I bought this bottle in 2019, but apparently it was, before the changeover. It's the same recipe. This just decided to change the name because this blended Scotch whiskey is treated and aged in 3 different wood varieties, so that's what the name is. Matured, blended, and bottled by William Grant and Sons Limited, Dufftown, Banffshire, Scotland. The scores, I guess, aren't too high on the review sites. I haven't watched the video reviews yet. It was cheaper to buy the big bottle. Much cheaper per ounce, which I guess is usually the case. I think it was like $21.99 at Mathern's for this 1,750 milliliter bottle. Distilled, matured, and blended in Scotland. Established 1887. Glenfiddich Standfast says. There's the label in this big glass bottle, 1887. Patiently crafted for a rich, smooth, and complex signature style. 80 proof, 40% alcohol, 5 generations of whiskey making. That's about it. Trying to see if I could find the code. 7182 is probably the 182nd day of 2017. About 3-year-old bottle. There's a lot of varieties of this. This is the basic one, probably about 3-year aged, the minimum. They have some that are very expensive. William Grant and Sons also makes a value-priced Scotch, which is sent over here and bottled in New Jersey. That's Clan MacGregor, a very good product. I've purchased both bottles I have for under $10 a bottle. Actually, the second one I got for $5 on closeout at Walmart. They also produce a number of products, many products, Canadian whiskeys. Okay, well anyway, let's check it out. Never had it before. First time trying it. Nice built-in pourer. Alright. Excuse me, set that down. Oh, slightly amber gold, but I guess we'll find that it's in the gold area. Clear. From what I can tell, doesn't seem to be a big seller around here, but I guess it sell a little bit of it every month, various stores. Big Scotch brands around here are many of your single malts, like Glenfiddich, or Glenmorangie seems to do well. Clan MacGregor's a big Scotch. It probably sells a lot more. Clan MacGregor probably sells a lot more than this one around here. Of course, Johnny Walker Red Label is probably the best selling one, Scotch around here. Okay, let's go with the nose. Nice uniform alcohol legs. I'm assuming it's going to be pretty standard tasting, like nothing bad, but nothing too remarkable. Just sort of like I said, Johnny Walker Red Label. But that one, well, let's see, I can get that for $17.99 at Martin Wine Cellars, higher everywhere else. This one, for the regular bottle, $15.99 at Mathern's, but I went and paid $21.99. Why not? Get an extra 1,000 milliliters. And it's a glass bottle, not plastic. You can tell it's very blended. Like, they're not focusing on one Scotch style. Just different regions, bringing it all together. Just a generalized presentation. Some peat, smoke, not really. No. No. 100 Pipers have more smoke than this, and 100 Pipers is about $15.99 for that size bottle. This is more the fermented, yeasty, distilled grain, like grain whiskey. And there's some slightly peaty single malts. It's probably an 80-20 blend, 80% grain whiskey and 20% single malts of various types. Like I say, round it out, round it out. Round it out so it doesn't stand out. But then you want the mass appeal, so there you go. And that can be said for many American blended whiskeys, Canadian blended whiskeys, blended Scotch, and blended Irish whiskey. It's fine. Honestly, I could pay $34 for Chivas Regal in a 750 milliliter bottle, and like I say, I got $21.99 for the 1,750 milliliter bottle. And I don't see where the Chivas Regal is much better in the nose, if it's better. Dewar's, notice that. Dewar's had a lot of grain spirits. Okay. So yeah, it's fine. Just a sort of pungent, generalized basic Scotch. So nothing wrong with it. It's just made for mixing instead of room temperature neat sipping. Yeah, I'm sure it is. There's some bread dough, which would be coming from your single barley malt whiskey. There's some sharp corn, alcohol, grain. No smoke, not much peat. Moderate finish, it lingers a little bit. Almost a high medium mouthfeel though, sort of heavy and chewy. Sorta, not profoundly so. It's pleasant enough. Yeah, it's just like I'm saying, a basic mixer Scotch whiskey. Jameson be more expensive Irish blended, but probably wouldn't be any better in the flavor. There'd be some cheaper Irish blended whiskeys you could get, like Drumcastle, that actually have more flavor than this. Canadian blended, Crown Royal would be a higher grade than this in price, at least price point, but you could get Rich and Rare Reserve, and well, that'd be about $23.99 for the big bottle. But you could shop around and see sales. Somebody will run a sale, be $19.99. VO, okay, so VO be $19.99 at various stores with the big handle bottle, and that's similar to this, just like generalized, kind of bland. Yeah, that's a good one. VO. American blended. Seagram's be almost the exact same price point as this. Exact same price point. Maybe $1 or $2 cheaper on the handle bottle. 7 Crown could say is arguably better than this. I'm talking about within its style. I'm not cross styling. You know, I'm not going to compare American blended to blended Scotch. But you know what I'm saying, in that general, what I say in a generalized sense of mass appeal product. So how would I score this? Kind of reminds me of cornflakes cereal, which is another generalized, standardized product, Kellogg's cornflakes. So for blended Scotch whiskey, I would say it's very good. I'll say an 88 out of 100, a B plus. A B plus, it's worth it. It's worth it. I would buy it. So I'm going to put it to rest and cap it off here, and then I'm going to I'm going to bring it into taste challenges. How's it going to do against the other blended Scotch whiskeys? I think it'll do fine. It'll compete. It won't run ahead of them though. It'll just be in the mix. Sometimes I'll be able to tell it apart. Then other ones I won't be able to tell it apart. So that brings us to the end. And what's the final conclusion? You know what it is. Shop price. Shop price on these kind of things. That's your best option. So Les Bon Temps Relais, a very good blended Scotch whiskey, been on the market since 1887, and I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.